Now, we know that at the end of a con you've all got tons of money, right? Well, Tom, you see, we've just seen Dominic's bit of paper. If anybody hasn't seen Dominic's bit of paper, it's worth it. Offer him 50p and he'll show it to you. Dominic, what's the total on that bit of paper?
£737.60p for this weekend alone.
Yay!
We do have just over £150 to forward from last year's con, which is about £900 in total. Anybody care to make it there?
If we can get somebody's hat, and if we all put in what we can, we might make it 1,000 now. We haven't got far to go. How about the cake? The pennies lurking in the bottom of your jeans pocket. Stand on your head if you have to, shake them out.
Take Gary round to Frisco.
You enjoy that too much. Charge Gary to Frisco.
Charge people to frisk Gary.
Remember, he's got his dirty gold.
Should we go any higher?
Oh no. No, I like to do that artificially.
Is Sharon auction Gary's shirt off for the good price and start his trousers?
Say goodbye to your guests. First of all, Diane and Peter, stood up.
What, you expect us to have anything to say at this point?
Gimmick. No, it's just a test to see if you can string 3 words together at this point.
Well, I've got a nice recipe for... No.
I know I can't keep the gun, but he's my friend anyway.
I think that sums Peter up totally, actually. The next two, it was nice, we had 2 pairs. Helen and Steve.
Thanks for all the beer.
Right, the next thing is our noble chairwoman who's going to say a few comforting words.
Well, very comforting. Really, very short again. Thank you very much for coming, and you really hope you're all going to come back again next year, aren't you? A special thanks to Gary for doing all the talking this weekend, which means a lot to slope off. So.
Anybody got tuppence? We've got tuppence, I can do a 10p here. It makes it easier for Dominic. Make Dominic's life easier, give me tuppence.
Never happened to Dominic.
Oh, I like this.
Money.
Now I've got another tuppence. If I get a full floor, I've got another 10. I've got 2 more tuppences, I need 3 more.
Make it a treasure next year.
I can do your final one. Oh, thank you. That's it. That's 6. Thank you. There's another 10. I can keep this up all night, you know, as long as I've got change in your pocket. Well, the last time I was soliciting for money, I didn't get this good a response. That's 10.
No good at right contest.
Anyway, Laura.
I'm sure Gary will thank everybody anyway, because again,
That is brilliant.
One little notice, don't forget, those who are coming to the pasta and pizza pickup tonight, 7:50 in the foyer, and we're leaving to go down there at 8. So please don't forget.
Right.
Wow.
Just broken the £800 barrier.
Yeah, you've just
the mic to Dominic
£62.83,
to do the,
so nobody will ever believe you broke again.
Well, do you want to say other than that? Oh, okay, fine.
We're happy.
Wonderful. Right. The money for the book, it's been decided it's going towards David Eddings' Guardian of the West, part of the Malorian series. And the next lot, there's a good chance it's probably going towards another David Eddings. I'd now like to introduce you to 2 people from the Royal National Institute for the Blind who will be receiving the money officially. And I've forgotten your name, I'm afraid, sir. Jerry Jones.
Okay. Well, actually, I'd rather not speak that much better.
Okay, let's go.
Just, where's Dean? Come on, mine is only 4'2", but
I've got a long one. Liz is my assistant, and I work in Cornwall and Plymouth, and I'm a hands-on fundraiser. She's told me I'm overdressed for this, and it's your fault. It's Rain's fault. She told me I'm going to wear my Judge Dredd t-shirt, which is at home. So hopefully she'll invite me back next year to receive this, the next cheque for the next book. I'm not going to bore you because with long speeches, because you've also had a very long and interesting weekend. I was quite amazed when she phoned me up. I couldn't quite get my head around what the Armadacon was all about, and then we got mixed up with science fiction and fantasy world, and after that I was totally not so. I think I'm not too sure she knows what it's all about either. But you've always had a jolly good time, a lot of fun and a lot of repartee going on. Just very quickly, the fact that you are interested in books and reading in general and writing is very, very important to blind people. When I lost my sight, the most important thing was being able to get in contact with books and being able to read again for myself. RNIB Talking Book Service is good. It has 10,000 titles on tape, on old-fashioned cassette tape. The books themselves and the machines go to blind people free. The whole service is free. There are about 100,000 users at the moment. It could be more, it could go up to 1 million, but not everybody wants to use the machines. So it is a very, very worthwhile course. So that £500 not only buys you the book, which obviously a tape doesn't cost £500, but it has to be recorded, it provides a backup technical equipment and also provides a free postage. So it is a very, very important thing that you've done. The thing that takes time is getting a specific title read. It's lots of people just say, oh, we'll have a talking book, and that's the end of it. But if you ask for a specific title, it does take time to come on stream. And we might even be able to get the author to read it. I mean, if that's possible, that'd be rather nice. But invariably, it is a well-known actor or someone from the media system. So thank you very much indeed for £500. I'm looking forward to getting the next £500. Dominic and I have had a quick chat, and he wanted to hold it over for next year, but it looks like we'll get a cheque in about a month's time, and that way we will proceed with trying to get the next David Edmonds on the stream as well. So thank you very much indeed for asking us along under the rain. Thank you very much indeed, Rain.
Thanks ever so much. I know we all understand what a penalty it would be to us if we lost our sight. Most of us, I think, are book readers, if not we're telewatchers. It would really cramp our enjoyment. And anything that can help the blind is something that comes very close to our hearts. Right, now I'd like to drag Sharon in her frock up to deal with the competitions.
We'll kill him now or later?
Now. No, how much to kill him now?
How much to kill him now? How much to do it slowly? Right, we'll start off with the short story competition. As we only had 2 entries this year, not good enough people, not good enough. We've decided it would be pretty unfair to try and judge between them. So we've decided to award both Steve Parker and Amanda here for their entries. So wherever they are they in here?
Yeah, come on.
Nothing was difficult.
Well, we couldn't. They were both very, very nice. So
Come on to the front.
Right, now we're going to come on to the masquerade. So these are just the order I happen to have them written down in, no particular order of merit here. So first one I've got here is Alison Trace, who won for the media related entry with the rather stunning creation that you all saw and we didn't because we were in the back room. Right, next one we've got here is the masquerade entry for the funniest entry, which is Jeanette Hawley. And this is another one we all wished we could have seen. Right, the next one I've got here is mine, so I'll skip over that one. Right, and in the drama category, Norman Wright and Liz Woodburn. Right, finally, we come on to the armour building competition. With everyone running around like they were, I'm not sure who did what. But as far as I gather, the winning team went like this. Toria Hills, Jeanette Hawling and Andrew Ian.
Wow, that cod piece is good. It's the like
in the rangy bowl. Or you can either have some of this or you can have some sweet later.
If you don't want them, we'll dig up chocolate.
Don't need more chocolate money, we've been living on that all weekend.
Right, I'd also like to point out that Jeanette did win the judge's discretionary in the fancy dress. I'm not quite sure what we're doing about that at the moment. She's got to have, it's just that she'll have so many certificates otherwise she's got to run out of space to put them. So we'd also like to point out that we awarded as a committee Bish a discretionary award for his entry in the masquerade. Unfortunately he's had to go early, but anyway, just so everybody knows, we did. For courage in the face of rather a lot of spray paint. Anyway, that just about wraps that up for me. Thank you very much for joining in, because otherwise I'd be in trouble and they'd kick me out. So I'm rather grateful that everybody got themselves involved.
We did hold the judging for the modelling competition earlier on this evening. I don't know if the models are still around. I think they've all gone now. But there were some really nice models, as I'm sure you'll appreciate. There is one other, which some of you got involved in, the video quiz. I'll be handing out your entry forms with your marks. There are two people who refused to say who they were. Admittedly, one of them wrote a load of bollocks, but if they want to sneak in when there's nobody around, that's fine. I will be showing later on, after all this is over, the clips again and giving you the correct answers. But I'll give you the top three.
What answers?
No, the top three winners. I won't bother with the marks, because I don't want to embarrass those who did spectacularly well. In third place, Ian Hiscox. In second place, the Anoraks. John Evans and Sharon Jessup. And in third place, with a remarkably good score, Dave and Ali Trace. Dave and Ali Trace are the sad bastards of the con.
You didn't need a competition to work that out.
No, but we've got it
Can we
confirmed in writing.
make you a badge?
Okay.
T-shirt if you want.
Right, the only thing left now is to thank all the people who did all the work. First of all, I'd like to thank all those who volunteered for being stewards. Your help is greatly appreciated. Without it, we would have been even more rushed off our feet than we were. I'd give yourself a round of applause, and everybody give them a round of applause. But I'm sure you'll all volunteer again next year because you're all suckers.
Yeah.
The next lot I'd like to thank is the tech crew, because they helped us out of the deep and doo-doo quite a few times. First of all, our chief techie, Dave Anderson. Liz Woodburn. Ali Trace. And to be honest, I've lost track. Who else has a tech crew badge? Apart from him, I'm going to get to him later, he's not important.
I'll remember that,
They
Wood.
all earned their livings, if they've been paid.
Zero money.
No, they paid us for the privilege.
That's it, yeah, they paid us for the privilege of working on them. Hang on a second. Right, now I'd like to thank the committee. First of all, our noble chair entity, Lorraine. Our treasurer and hotel liaison, Dominic. Advertising and press, Steve Pritchard. Dealer liaison and registrations, Marion Pritchard. Technical support, Dave Anderson again. You wouldn't believe how much we rely on this guy sometimes.
Are you going to fix his door?
Yeah. Our secretary, Helen Gill. The press liaison and chief steward, Sharon Jessup. Events, Sharon Dunsford. Printing and materials and a lot of camera work, Steve Williamson. And myself, programming, Gary Luttridge. I don't know why he's not on this list. No, he's not on this list for some reason. For additional printing, which he did a lot of work for, Mr. John Parker. I'm knackered. Yes, I'm going to get to all the additional people who've given us a lot of help. I'm going to look around the room because that's the easiest. Fiona for the wonderful turkey and nearly killing one of our guests. The word robber is something that's not... is something that is going to be indelibly embedded in Peter's mind for the rest of his life.
Would you like to conclude this?
Steve, can you get going quickly?
No.
SMG's at dawn.
10 faces.
I'm bound to have forgotten a lot of people. You've all worked damn hard. I hope you've all enjoyed yourself. I have forgotten, and I've just because Mary's glaring at me, I'm sure. Mary, Dean, Jasper, and Marion for the fight school. Our friends from Excalibur. One day I'm going to get to see you in action in here. And for the wonderful work they did on Slave Auction, Mary and Marion yet again. Alright, who have I forgotten now?
Quick vote of thanks to the hotel, especially the bar staff.
Yeah! They have been spectacularly better this year. We had one or two last year, but they have been brilliant. Oh yes, Alistair. Alistair? He actually dragged himself away. Considering two of our main guests were anime people, Alistair, you've probably been running that video room almost constantly, have you?
On and off.
On and off. Alistair, not many though. Alistair supplies us with a hell of a lot of anime that we would never see otherwise. And he brings down his laser discs and his laser player and lots of other The only other person I can think of to thank ever so much is Bob Evans. Who with Dave has pulled our fat out of the fire more than once and provided us with a lot of the stuff that makes things just a little easier, like video cameras, wires, video players. His son. I think we all thought Neil was particularly good last night. And the Tavonians for the stage, which hasn't collapsed yet, contrary to popular belief.
Don't jump on it then.
Light years for the sound. Is there anybody else? I must have forgotten somebody.
Martin for the interesting video.
Oh, Martin for the wonderful videos. And for setting up those fantastic models. They really were. Pardon? Oh yes. I'm glad I keep asking. The two think referees, the bastards who set everybody up. Amanda and James. I should warn you that there's talk of them doing something again next year. I'm hoping to encourage them. Everybody enjoyed themselves. And I think that's it. On a personal note, Simon and Toria will get you again next year. Ladies and gentlemen, the next item up is, if there's any interest, is Sharon is going to do another of her makeup workshops, where she's going to grab willing suckers, Mr. Evans. Yes, you're right. Sorry. I've been told to remind you about the chocky cake that's out in the registration. 50p a slice, all to charity.
No, half to charity.
Oh, half to charity.
What did it cost?
It was slightly over.
£21.
Now there were a few extra little twiddly bits in your con packs. One of them was the con critique. If you don't fill those out, we don't know how good or crap a job we did. We try and make it fun. We try and improve every year. Please fill it out, return it to us, and then we can sit down and cry over all our mistakes and try and solve them. And if something works, hey, we'll try it again next year. That's it, I think. Thank you. Don't forget the pasta and pizza pig out. 10 minutes to 8 at registration. We'll be leaving at, I believe, 8 o'clock on the dot. Anybody who's not there, tough. That's it, right.
I think so.
Thanks very much.
The bar is open.
The bar is open.
Hey!